Hey everyone, Firemac here, and we're back with some more Asagao Academy. Let's dive right in, shall we? Why would I be singled out to get invited to a Japanese tea ceremony of all things? Not that tea ceremonies weren't interesting, but I was a new student. Just move the mic a little closer. Does that sound better for everybody? Okay. The last time something like this happened ended up being an elaborate prank. If you could call trying to turn me into a literal piñata a prank. Ouch, girl. Maybe things would be better this time, though. I was probably just overthinking it. You guys are going to the ceremony tonight, right?
Yeah.
Of course, man. We wouldn't miss it for the world. Great. I'll see you there. Maybe we can sit with each other. You bet. I'm going early so I can get a good seat. You're so lucky. I have tennis practice tonight, so I can't go. Take pictures for me, okay? Sure, but you'll have to pay. What? No, children, settle down. I know it's a big night, but don't forget you have homework. Jeez, what kind of school is this? Kids getting excited about a tea ceremony when I was your age. Well, I'm still your age. Never mind. Wait, aren't you like 30? Miss Mizuno, please sit. You're distracting the class. Sorry. I stared at the floor as I rushed to my seat. Mai leaned over to me, whispering in my ear. What was that about? Why does everyone know about the ceremony? Oh, well, Jared's the one who's doing it, so of course a big deal now.
Jared.
You.
Miss Mizuno, would you like to tell us why you're yelling that man's name into the classroom? No, sorry. I stood and bowed, then sat down again. Mai was snickering in the seat behind me. Jared was doing the ceremony? Does that mean my invitation was from him? If it was, why did he want me to come? I didn't remember him mentioning anything about... Oh. My family owns a school for the traditional Japanese arts. There's a quote. Does this have to do with that? Maybe the school asked him to put it on. But still, why me? I felt stupid, getting so worked up about something like this. Shaking my head, I focused on the algebra in front of me. It was just tea. No big deal. As soon as class ended, exciting chattering burst out again. I'll meet you in front of the theater. We can go together. Ugh. I'd be happy when this was all over. Mai and I gathered our things and we were on our way out when...
Hana!
Hey, Hana! PG and John jumped in front of us, blocking the way to the door.
Hey. How
are you guys? Doing good? Doing good? You guys? How are you guys? Doing good? You guys? What? What did you just say there, John? This is a little trippy. A little tongue twisty. We're fine. Straight face, huh? Nah! You're good? What? What is happening? What was going on? Yeah, that's my question exactly. What? John kept glancing at PUG out of the corner of his eye, and PUG was visibly sweating. Oh, you're gonna ass out Mai! Ew. Ew, why are you sweating? Why are you saying ew? Oh, I guess because he was actually sweating. Well, are you going to the tea ceremony tonight? No, that's him saying that. Yeah, we'll be there. Although the thought of avoiding it altogether had crossed my mind. They both let out something suspiciously like a sigh of relief. What's going on here?
What?
You guys are acting strange. They're always strange, Hana. Good point.
Oh
no, it's just We were wondering if you wanted to go there together. It kind of freaks me out going to super formal events like that by myself. Really? Going to the tea ceremony flanked by the normal boost guys? No one would dare touch me while I was with them.
Yeah.
Sure, that sounds great. Cool, we'll meet up in front of our dorm. Sound good? Sure, see you then. Oh geez, you can't count on them for anything. What do you mean? You know, they're just so weird. There's no hope for them. It was a little harsh, but she kind of had a point. Do you think we should wear kimono? I don't know. It's a school event after all. Normally you'd wear kimono, but it isn't that too formal? I guess we're just watching too. Mai giggled. Yeah, we're just watching. Mai, do you know something?
Uh-huh.
I know lots of things. For example, Shane sucks his thumb when he sleeps. Wait, are you gonna hook up with Shane or PBG? I'm really confused. What? How did you find that out? I have my ways. Sometimes Mai was a little bit scary. Yeah, I agree. She checked the clock resting on my nightstand. We should probably head out. Don't want to be late. You're an honored guest after all. Yeah, I guess so. I put on my black Asagao loafers and followed Mai to the doorway. She's kind of... Oh, that was supposed to be a prompt. Mai, why aren't we leaving? She was just standing with one hand on the doorknob, deep in thought.
Well...
I was just wondering... What do you think of PBG? I knew it! There we go. I mean, it's not exactly that big secret. It kind of hidden at that pretty quick. PBG? Where's this coming from? Mai inspected the doorknob. Well, PBG's really kind. He's very friendly, so friendly, it's almost like we've known each other for years. Ha! Ha! Alright, for those of you who haven't watched the PBG route, spoiler alert, Hana and PBG were childhood friends, so this is actually a little hint at that. So I kind of like that. That's nice, keeping some story elements hidden, but, you know, connected for people who play multiple... Whatever. I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Why do you ask? Do you find him attractive? Attractive? PBG?
I don't know.
He seems almost like a big brother to me. Ouch. Oh, Hana. But you two were like so good in the PBG route. I mean, he's great and all, but he's nothing like Jared. I froze with horror. Did I say that out loud? You did, girl. You did. Oh, Hana. No, I didn't.
Yahoo!
Our Hana's got a crush. Have we been over this already? He's nothing like my beautiful Jared. Oh, Jared, no one could ever match up to you. Well, but... It's fine, I get it. I'll let you off the hook, and I won't tell PBG what you said.
What?
Were you asking for him? La 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 la. A good friend never reveals her secrets. Oh, man. Is that really what's happening now? PBG has a crush on Hana on this route, but... Oh, that's messed up, man. Messed up! That's the opposite of friendship! Whatever. Come on, hurry up. We're definitely going to be late now. Whose fault was that? I know, right, Hana? I know, right? We made it to the front of the boys' dorm just as PBG and Satch were ambling out. Eh? Where's John? He probably had something he needed to do. Hey, PBG, you'll never guess what Hana said about... I jumped out and covered her mouth with my hands.
What?
What was that?
Hmm.
Nothing. You know how Mai gets. Something wet and slimy hit the palm of my hand. That would be her tongue. Yeesh! You licked me!
What the hell?
You were blocking my right of free speech! They have that in Japan, right? That's clearly a writer's note. Well, whatever. It was rude. Weren't you born in Japan? Aren't we in Japan? What's going on? Yeah, but my creators weren't. Ha! That fourth wall breaking. Oh my, what's your fourth wall breaking? Your parents? Let's just move on from this. I wipe my palm gingerly against my skirt. Disgusting. I see you're all as lively as ever.
Yeah!
Of course we are. The tea ceremony is tonight, after all. Speaking of, we should get going. We started off in the direction of the theater. All around us, herds of Asagao students made their way across the lawn. The dying sunlight cast long shadows across the ground, making it seem like an army of shadows were attempting to take over the school. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's awful. This thing really is popular, isn't it? Well, it is Jared doing it. I guess that's to be expected of him. ... There were 4 of us, but we were all so quiet. Awkward. I was sandwiched between Satch and PVG, with Mai on the opposite end. I could only see her by leaning past PVG's tall body. I didn't know what to say to start up conversation. We talked plenty of times before, albeit in group settings, so why was it so awkward now? I tried to think of something to talk about, but when I searched my mind, I came up completely blank. No bright ideas were forming. It was like sifting through mud. Flutters of panic hit my throat. I needed to calm down. There was no need to be so insecure. These people were my friends. They weren't going to think I was boring or anything just because I wasn't speaking. Or would they? The sunset sure is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Also, I realize these 2 guys are my 2 previous routes. Coincidence? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Wait, they're both blushing. Okay, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away there. Very beautiful. The most beautiful I've seen in a while. Everyone's blushing at the sunset? What's going on? Ugh. Silence again. But we're almost to the theater, so it didn't matter. Oh. Satch hit his fist onto his other hand, as if he just had an idea. What's up?
Yeah.
I just got it! It seems like there will be more than one thing coming to fruition tonight. What are you suggesting, Satch? Fruition. That's a good one, Satch. Silly Satch. He can't come to fruition. And it's not like there's anything else that'll be happening tonight, right? You're so silly sometimes. You jest, Satch. You jest. Maybe be... I love that genuine. No, just no, man. No. Maybe it'd be better if you didn't talk, PBG. Damn. Noted. We finally reached the entrance to the theater. A storm of relief crashed over me. I was nervous for the ceremony before, but after surviving that hell of a walk, it seemed like anything was possible. Satch opened one of the doors and then a blast of air-conditioned air hit me, flooding my hair and skirt. After you, Hana. I gulped. Here goes nothing. The theater was filled to bursting with the Asagao colors. Excited chattering filled the air, students shoving one another out of the way to get better seats. The thought that rich kids would be better behaved than the students at my old school, but it seemed I was wrong. Satch, PBG, Mai, and I stood at the top of the steps, wondering where we should go.
Yeah.
Look, there's our spots. 4 seats right in the front row were roped off with purple velvet. Small cards with the words "Reserved" sat on the chairs. We get reserved seats? Of course, you're the special guest after all. A sinking feeling hit my stomach, and nerves bubbled in my throat. We trudged down the central passageway and scooted into our seats. Jared got us the best seats in the house. So, what do you guys know about this? Isn't it just a tea ceremony? The crowd here was acting as if they were going to a football game, not to an elegant cultural display. Just wait and see. It'll be fine. Somehow I doubted that. Whatever was happening, they were all in on it, definitely. My mind flew in all directions, grasping at any explanation for the current situation. The only plausible one that I came up with was that Jared really wanted to serve me some tea. Or maybe he was going to give a special announcement at the end of the ceremony. Some kind of monologue about... No, he wouldn't do that. I was way too shy for that kind of thing. Also, why in the world would Jared want to do something like that for me? As the girls in my class had so heavily pointed out, I was nothing special. Painfully shy, lurid pink hair, and somehow possessing the massive amounts of luck it took to befriend such amazing people as Mai and the Normal Boots Club. To top it all off, I was poor as mud. I didn't even properly belong at Asagao, much less with someone as suave and graceful as Jared. But still, that was the only explanation that made sense. The lights dimmed in the theater. It's starting! Mai shoved my shoulder and I looked to the stage. My questions would be answered soon enough. A spotlight appeared on stage. There. Oh, okay. Roll back, I guess. A spotlight appeared on stage. There's... God damn it! Ignore. The honest, contrary to my expectations, took... Alright, hold on. Spotlights appeared on stage. There stood Jared in a kimono, glistening in the still theater air. Okay. The audience, contrary to my expectations, took him in with an odd hush. Jared's very presence was enough to calm the teeming masses. Good evening, my friends. A small murmur ran through the crowd. I distinctly heard one girl say, "He called us friends!" Jared waited for the stir to die down before continuing. Thank you all so much for coming. This is a great turnout. I didn't expect this at all. Thank you for your interest in the traditional arts. He bowed, and a girl behind me sighed. I'm even more grateful you all came out, because there's something very important I wanted to do tonight. He was looking straight at me. Oh no. There's something very special to me in the audience. Someone I care a lot about. I would like to do tonight's ceremony with her. The heat of 200 girls' combined animosity rose into the air behind me, but just as quickly it dispersed. Jared finally loud girl. Jared finally likes someone! Good for him. He deserves an established mating partner. Jared reached a hand out toward me.
Hana?
Oh, snap. My beloved Blossom, will you come to do this ceremony with me?
That is so cute!
That's a long voice clip that not actually have a quote on here. Mai started squealing beside me. I sat rooted to the spot, suddenly unable to move my body. Hana, go! Hands grabbed me, first Mai's and PUG's, the hands from people I didn't even know, each of them pushing me out of my chair, across a row of people, then down onto the stage. I stood on its darkened edge. Come, come. Jared waved me. God damn it! How many times is it gonna happen? Come, come. Jared waved me over. I tiptoed to the spotlight at the center of the stage, and I took Jared's hand. Polite, not too enthusiastic applause filled the theater. Jared knelt in front of me. My lady. Directly in front of him, under the strong beams of the spotlight, he seemed ethereal. He motioned to a small cushion set out on the one side of the tea table. After you. I sat on my ankles, as I was pretty sure you were supposed to in this kind of situation. I should have paid more attention to this stuff in school. Jared moved to the seat opposite of me, then turned and faced the audience. As some of you know, I have been trained in the art of the tea ceremony almost since birth. However, as you may already realize, this ceremony will not be a formal or traditional one. I altered it to add my own special flair, to express myself, to accommodate my lovely partner. I hope you all forgive my transgressions against tradition. Sometimes one must follow their heart and forge their own path. He tossed his head, flipping his hair in a graceful arc out of his face. Girls grasped throughout the theater, then started cheering at once, as if we were in a baseball stadium. Anything for you, Jared! I'm putting like the most fake girl voice I can for that. Jared held up his hands and the cheering faded. Now that's out of the way, I hope you'll enjoy the ceremony. Please try to contain yourself, ladies. I want everyone to be able to enjoy this in its purest form, and that means taking in the perfection of silence. In spite of myself, I was impressed. Jared often used honey-glazed words to charm his audience. If anyone else were to say that, there was no way it would work. Something about Jared warped universes. Please help me while I try to make my feelings clear. My mouth went dry. What was I supposed to do in this situation? Was he really trying to confess to me via a public tea ceremony? I didn't believe it, but there was nothing else to think. Finally, Jared sat in front of me. He pulled out some utensils, a bowl, a whisk, the usual instruments, and began to methodically clean them. His movements were sharp and crisp, efficient and elegant. He was applying just the right amount of force. Nothing was wasted. You know, Hana. I flinched. He was whispering, his head bowed towards the bowl in his hands. The audience might be able to tell he was talking, if they looked sharply enough, but they wouldn't be able to hear what he was saying. You caught my eye from the first moment I met you on that train. I didn't trust my voice to respond to him without cracking or carrying to the seats just a few feet away from us. Instead, I tilted my head at him. I mean it. I know it might seem like I say this about all the girls, but I really mean it. You were quiet, scared, and small. Despite your fear, you also seemed bored, almost apathetic about your situation. Yet I could feel that there was something inside of you, some pent-up energy that couldn't be contained for long. How? He was paying that much attention. I thought back to my first day at Asagao. Jared was the first person I met. We shared a train car. He was sitting and reading a paper. Our conversation was empty, the bare minimum of small talk. I couldn't even remember half of what I said. I was so nervous. Jared finished cleaning the bowl and turned to a kettle. Heated on some kind of stove. I put too much space in that, alright. Gently, he picked it up and poured some of the water into the cup. Then he began to stir it with a whisk. It wasn't just that, though. You were scared, but you weren't hiding. You were afraid of the people you met, and they would think of you, but you didn't think of to fake your feelings. You've always been, from the first moment I met you, genuine. You are honest about your feelings. You don't hide them when you're upset. I don't think you can. And you're not deceived by appearances. You treat people like people, seeing beneath the dazzle and the beauty. For an instant, his stirring slowed, then was back up to a par. If I had been staring at his hands, rather than his face, I wouldn't have noticed. In fact, maybe I didn't see anything at all. You are a brave person, Hana. You try to trust people, even though it's clear you've somehow been hurt. He poured the tea into a cup and handed it to me from across the table. When he next spoke, it was in a clear, ringing voice that echoed across the theater.
Hana?
You captivate me, Hana. I offer you this tea as a sign of my respect and admiration. I nodded, then turned the bowl 3 times in my hands and drank from it. A soft cooing drifted up out of the audience. Please, if you like it, finish the tea. There's something else I want to get for you now. Jared stood and disappeared through an opening towards the back of the room. I sat holding my tea with the eyes of several hundred teenagers resting on me. Oh dear Lord, please hurry back, Jared. I tried to sip my tea with poise, but ended up gulping it down in swift chunks. However, Jared suddenly reappeared, his hands behind his back. He sat down again and looked at me expectantly, almost bursting. Hana, my dear Hana. I put down the tea bowl, eyeing him warily. He took his hands from behind his back and held them out in front of him. I gasped. On them was a small kind of macaron. Macaron? I don't know. Macaroni? Macaron? I think it's macaron. I don't know. Correct me, please, because I don't know what I'm saying. Somehow shaped like a beautiful cherry blossom. A sprinkle of sugar lined the petals, and a small ring of cream could be seen underneath the pink crust. The pink was rather bright for a cherry blossom, though. Then I realized the pink was the color of my hair. The day we first met, the cherry blossoms were blooming. As I was going to bed that night, I realized that I would never look at the petals the same way. They gained a beauty I had no idea was possible. Cherry blossom petals fall quickly, and their beauty swiftly vanishes. But I don't want to lose the beauty I found with you. Please, Hana, tell me, will you be my girlfriend? I was reeling, almost as if it hit in the face. I felt like a dream. It was crazy enough to be a dream. But as I leaned slightly forward, a pang hit my ankles from having sat on them for so long. This was no dream. This was actually happening. Jared beamed at me, seemingly the picture of confidence. But as I sat in front of him, I could see that his hand was just the slightest bit, almost imperceptibly trembling. Jared was scared. What should I do? Oh, ouch. I can actually reject his love right now? Why would I do that? That sounds awful. Ah! Should I not eat it? Okay, it's shaped. Okay, let's think about this. It's shaped like a cherry blossom. He doesn't want my beauty to fade, so I shouldn't eat it, because if I eat it, it's probably disrespectful. So, middle option. The eating part doesn't seem right. I'm actually kind of curious, like, how bad would it be if I actually chose that bottom option? What would I say? Nah, goodbye, Jared. I don't want nothing with you. That'd be awful, though. Alright. Here we go. Middle option. I gingerly took the macaron from his outstretched palm. Jared looked at me expectantly. Oh crap, I messed up, didn't I? I smiled at the macaron in my hands and then up at him, uncertain as to what he wanted me to do. He held out his hand. When I took it, he helped me stand.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, she said yes! That was it? Okay. So I did good. I did good, right? Please tell me I did good. Because I don't want another PBG situation where I just did bad. The crowd applauded and cheered, much louder than I expected to be. Although, to be honest, it was mostly my PBG and Satch making all the noise. Regardless of being, Jared lifted our hands into the air and then we bowed together. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed tonight's performance. I'm glad you could all be a part of this moment. The crowd applauded some more, then dispersed in a muddle of murmurs. And to you, he turned to me and smiled. thank you for coming and for accepting me as your boyfriend. No, I mean, thank you for... Well, I didn't expect... I hope you didn't mind the crowd, or that it was public. It was a little awkward, not at all. I'm not sure if this decision matters. Should I... I mean, she was clearly felt awkward as crap, but we're gonna say not at all. It was a total lie. But I was uncomfortable at certain points, but Jerry tried his hardest making this romantic event for me, and I wanted to be appreciative. She didn't actually say it. Really? It didn't bother you in the least? Nope, I mean, it was your way of showing that you cared, so... I was lying through my teeth, and this slightly dissatisfied look in his face made me feel he knew. Now, I gotta back up. Can I back up? I think I can back up. Yes, I can back up! I'm backing up, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna say it was a little awkward. I'm gonna be honest, because he appreciates my honesty. I'm saying it. Yeah, I figured you would say that. I put this all together and realized that after that day at the improv class that you probably wouldn't appreciate it too much. But I just couldn't resist. Thank you for going along with it. Well, you went to all the effort after all, plus it's not like I could just walk away. I guess not. Anyway, I have to go clean up everything now, and no one else is allowed in the theater since it's pretty much past curfew. I glanced at my watch. 9 o'clock already? I know, right? I'm looking at the episode timer, and I'm pretty much done with this episode. This is a long scene. Oh wow, you're right.
Bye.
Don't wait for me. Hold on. Don't wait up for me. It'll take me quite a bit to sort anything away. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? He winked and left before I could protest. Man, that guy. Suave as heck, isn't he?
Right on.
Congratulations, Hana.
Yeah.
The plan was a complete success. Let's celebrate. I knew you were in on it. You too? Mm-hmm. What can I say? Anything helped out my best friend. I can't trust anybody. Okay, this is a new scene. I'm gonna end it here, everybody. I guess ever since I found out how to rewind my thing, does that bother you guys if I rewind and change my option? Because the moment I noticed that he didn't quite enjoy that I lied, I backed it up. Because I'm afraid that a small decision like that can ruin everything. But if you don't want me to do that in the future, please tell me. I'll make sure that once I go with the decision, I'll stick with it, no matter how much I think it was bad. Please let me know. Right, so this Firemac saying, bye-bye, see you next time. Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to do this now. Because I started doing this. Not the wave, it's this. A salute now. I'm supposed to do a two-finger salute. Two-finger salute. Bye, everybody.